Hey guys, welcome back to Farming Simulator 19 here on Lone Oak Multiplayer. I'm doing some solo stuff by myself here. First of all, we're going to back up and get the tractor and check on the animals because, well, first and foremost, got to get to that. It needs to happen more often. As you can see, the cows were not in great shape. They were pretty dirty. The sheep and pigs are okay, but the pigs need straw and the horses need straw. So we're going to go over and get some straw and take it to them first and foremost. But besides that, if you do need a server, guys, don't forget to check down below. First link in the description is a link for Nitrado. We are a proud partner of Nitrado. That is the reason we can have this multiplayer server up and running. So if you need a server, use the link down below and grab everything from Ark to Farm Sim to Minecraft. Now, let's get with the straw here. There we go. Fills up quick in this silo. This is pretty nice. If you're wondering why there are no tractor sounds or any of that, I recorded all this previously and I'm just going to voice over the whole thing. It seems easier that way. Sometimes, I guess. Alright, backing up here, drop off some straw and get unloaded. Done. They don't hold a whole lot. That trailer holds like, what, 21,000 or something? 27,000? I can't remember exactly what it holds. But it holds a lot, so get backed up and get them dropped off. Let's stop here a second and check the animals one more time to see. I had to remind myself of which ones I was going for, so we got to stop and clean the cows up. They're pretty good. Otherwise, we don't give them straw because we're looking for slurry out of them. That's the reason they don't have any straw. So we're getting slurry out of the cows, which is fantastic. Let's hop out and head over here to the Ford. There we go. Magic, teleportation, got it all. And clean these guys up, and then we're going to take the Ford back over to the sheep farm after we take this silage and dump it. I was going to give it back to them, but I was like, I don't remember if I can give them silage or not, so we're going to take the silage back over to the silo, which we've been dumping our excess silage in, and we had some saving lag, which is on multiplayer, it's good. You want it to save every so often, that way you don't get a lot of work done and it not save and something happen and it crash, your computer crash or whatever. So definitely saving is good, especially with a server like this. Our server is not, the time in the game is not running if somebody's not on. So we don't want it to crash and revert back to 30 minutes, 45 minutes ago before saving. So let's dump some of the silage off here. There we go. And we're gonna take this guy back over and use the follow me, which is really nice to have. Even in multiplayer, it's nice to have in case nobody else is on and you want to get some stuff done, and doing stuff by yourself, you can have that follow me, have that extra helper on with you, just to do certain things like take 2 implements, 3 implements, or whatever somewhere else. So it's just easy and nice to have. If you guys are enjoying the music right now, this is Jamie Davis, Soul Gravy, Just Can't Love Alone, and then up next, momentarily, we'll have Love Me for a Little While. The bottom left-hand corner of the screen, at the beginning of each song, you can see the name of the band and the title of the song pop up there. All right, well, let's head to the horses. We got our follow me on, and yeah, I'm just gonna cruise along here. So what I've been looking at is we're gonna leave the grass field on the right, and we got the field on the left here, field 45, I think it is. We got all of our fields sown with oilseed just for the cover crop, and we're going to try to get some stuff done. Now, field 49, the one that was in front of us there a second ago, we're going to have to plow in, but we'll plow it and then replant. Everything else we can plant straight back over the top of, I do believe. So here at the horses, we don't have too many. They do need riding. I didn't get to it today because I had a lot of extra stuff going on. I wanted to get to all of this first and get this done and out of the way, get the straw to the horses, and then get the little Ford back over to the sheep. So if they needed to be cleaned out, we had a tractor over there by them. And I think the little Ford is a great tractor for it, honestly. It is a fantastic tractor for that. All right, back over here to the farm. We're going to empty the straw out that we do have. And look one more time. Momentarily. Okay, let's get it emptied out. And look one more time at our animals. Pigs are good, cows are good, sheep's good, horses are good. They just need to be ridden. So you see some of them there are in pretty tough shape. Some of them are not worth any money at the moment, like that one. But yeah, everything seems to be okay other than riding the horses and getting them back up to up to snuff. They're up to par. So maybe, just maybe, we can make some money out of the horses at some point. Let's jump back in the Ford here, and we're going to run it up the road back to the sheep farm. I'm going to first person for a minute here just to get a first person look at this Ford. I hadn't done this previously, so it's kind of nice jumping in first person. I skipped a whole bunch of stuff and just driving down the road there. There's nothing important, so I haven't looked at the first person view in this, and I really like the way this looks. I like you know, I mean, it's just a tractor, but still, I think they did a pretty good job on the model for sure. I think it turned out well. Pulling up to the sheep farm, and I'm going to back it in this little shed right here, I do believe. Carefully back it in the shed. We don't run over any of the walls, take anything out. The single barn door is nice because it's just a sliding barn door on there, but a much bigger tractor than that probably wouldn't fit. So do keep that in mind. All right, put the bucket down always to keep it from getting rusted out. Head on over to our task for the day. This was the main objective for the day. This is where I spent most of my time. We are cutting down these trees, and we're just taking the wood chips instead of trying to cut logs and all that kind of stuff. We're just taking wood chips and selling the wood chips. It just seems easier. It's quicker. I'm not logging for money here. I'm logging to get this cleared out so we can tie a couple of different fields together. So always good to keep that in mind. Now I do understand that this is a very lengthy process. I've been doing this on stream, and I don't feel like a lot of people want to sit and watch just logging for 3 hours, especially us just messing around trying to cut stumps. It seems to be a pretty tough process in a lot of ways. You see me here trying to grind that stump off. I eventually give up, and we're just going to use the brucks to cut down the trees, and then we'll get the T-Rex over there and cut all the stumps down afterwards. Yeah, it's such a taxing process. I cut a lot of it out, and we speed a lot of it up. So let's speed the process up here a little bit. There we go. Now we're moving along. It's so much easier to do this sometimes off camera and just play and watch videos or whatever else and just record. And a lot of times they end up being time-lapse videos, but I know you guys don't like time-lapse videos. Like the majority of my community doesn't seem to like time-lapse videos, so I'm trying to do like less time-lapsing, but more videos, I guess, that I wouldn't be streaming, I guess, so to speak. There's a lot of stuff that I do that I don't stream. I'll just fire up the game, play for a few minutes, and do a few things I've been needing to do, and then I'll jump back off. But I do want to get more done. We're coming up on our second year. As you can see, we're in the 6th of winter, which is the last day of winter. So I was trying to get this done before wintertime ends. So in the next stream, we're going to be looking at doing the plowing the fields together and getting everything ready to start planting. And we'll probably get to the planting and all that in the next one because the ground temperature is already back up to 52, it looks like. Maybe. So backing this thing in here is pretty tough. It does take... it takes a few tries. I think I got it in one here, but I had to go super slow, as you can see. But I got this in one, so that was easy enough to get moved around and backed in, and we'll get it unloaded and make some money, hopefully. That's the idea, anyway. There we go. Hit the trigger. The actual wood chip trigger is not there. It's actually further back in there, but it's nice that just getting back around that corner there, you can dump it. And you can see over on the left side there, the trigger way in the back there. So it's nice that this will actually trigger from here, so you don't have to try to get the trailer backed around this corner. It's pretty tight with these skids in the way on our right here. So nice that Ian and Sons made a dump area there for us, so we didn't have to fight the turn. So we made a pretty good chunk of money off of that. It's like $33,000, which is way more than what we made last time we sold some. Last time we sold them, it was like 20 grand, I think, for 100,000, and that was 100,000 liters. So good money, making good money for sure. And then I guess we're gonna pull back up here and unload what's left in the brucks. And I feel like it's gonna try to. I think it glitched out on me right here. It did. It tried to keep unloading, as you can see. It's like, well, what is it doing? Why is it still unloading? Yeah, still unloading. So it's actually off now, but yeah, it was empty. It just didn't turn off. So there we go. We're back going here. As you see, pop up in the bottom left there. This is Jamie Davis Soul Gravy. Once again, this whole track will be Jamie Davis' Soul Gravy. This is Before You. So good songs, man. I really enjoy his stuff. He's also a buddy of mine. He's been a great songwriter for as long as I've known him. But does great stuff. And I figured we'll just go ahead and get to the point here with the logging and jump right to the last few trees. And there's the one directly in front to our right now. The one over to our right now, I could not get to cut down. So I think I struggled with the T-Rex to get it to cut down even. But I finally got rid of it, so that made me happy. And Brooks is full, and it was probably full for quite a while. I probably missed out on 30,000 liters of wood chips, which it happens. I'm a moron. I don't pay attention as much as I should. But there we go. Got them done. All the trees are cut down. So we're gonna leave this guy here and go get the trailer. It doesn't seem to want to take. I wanted it to just dump it straight in, but it doesn't seem to want to take. So we're gonna go grab the trailer and we're gonna bring it around too, and get it backed in again, hopefully, and let the Brooks empty into the trailer here. Seems to be the easiest way to go about this most of the time. But as you can see, all the logs are cleared, all the trees are cleared except for the one. And like I said, I had to fight that tree with the T-Rex, and the tree almost beat the T-Rex. So glad it didn't though. Glad it didn't. Glad we were able to make that happen and get all those trees out of the way. And at some point here, after we get unloaded, the unload process here takes a minute. It takes me a while. I may have cut some of this out, but it definitely takes me a minute to get all this done. And as you can see, the back end process here, coming from that direction, is not optimal. Like if you were to come from the right side of the tractor here and pull up and then just back in, that'd be the easy way to go. But we're already on the other side, so come up, turn around, get backed in, no problem. We got this. Just right back in there. And then we're looking to back into the same trigger. And hopefully after we hit this trigger, the Brooks will start unloading into the trailer. But there is 175,000 liters of wood chips that need to be emptied out of the trailer. And the trailer empties way slower than the Brooks does. So it keeps the trailer just slap full, as you can see here. It's just filling it back up for everything that it dumps. We cut to the trailer being almost empty. And we're going to spin the Brooks is empty for sure. So we're going to spin around and just put the follow me on and have him follow us out of here. Hopefully he won't get caught on any of the corners. I think that was my worry coming out of here to start with, was that we're going to get trapped on these corners of the buildings here for some reason. I don't know. But either way, another 20 grand, it looks like. Another 30, 50, 59,000. Another $50,000. So there he comes around the corner. If you're wondering why I'm having trouble seeing the numbers, I'm looking at it in my preview display for my editing software. So it's kind of hard to see. We stopped the follow me there, cut the engine off, make sure that engine turned off. It did. And we're going to head back over here and jump on the T-Rex and get started. Me trying to figure out controls, of course. With the mouse, it's kind of weird sometimes. It doesn't always work like you want it to, but either way, we got started cutting them, and we have just two little stumps left. And if you notice in the bottom left-hand corner, Jamie Davis' Soul Gravy Sweet Love is Gone is up now. So if you guys do enjoy these, this is my start screen music for the streams, and you can find a link in the very bottom of the description to their website. There we go. All the trees are out of the way, so we're going to pull the T-Rex over to the side here and start working on some smoothing out and some leveling in the landscape tool. And I do believe it takes me a minute to see what I want to do here. Yeah, I don't want to paint, I want to smooth. So I think I have to switch back. There we go. I figured it out eventually. Yeah, so this is just jumping to me where I start smoothing out, and I realize that there's something stuck in the ground there, and you can't see it, but there's a stump there. And we'll take care of that in a minute, but we're going to smooth out what we can smooth out. And I wanted to smooth this out enough to be able to plow it, and then I realized that, you know what, I can level this stuff too. So, but we have to remove the extra stumps that are stuck in there to be able to level it. And I level it with field 18 over here behind us. It's directly behind the camera at the moment, is what we end up leveling it with. Alright, so I've gone as far as I can go there. Let's grab the T-Rex again and head up and try to remove some of these stumps. A lot of them are just in the way, and I need to level this out with field 18 because it's fairly flat. So once we get it leveled, we'll level a flat surface around it and then smooth off the side where it drops to field 18, field 6. No, field 16 and field 8, I think it is. Yeah, field 16 is the one to our right momentarily, and field 8 is the one that we're looking at right there. So field 8 is what we want to level this with, and then field 16 is the one we want to drop down to. So I was having issues with this. I had to jump out and grab the chainsaw just to see if I could get this to work. And it does register, it does cut, and then it disappears, and no more wood chips. So there we go. Got that one out of the way. Now we have to go fight with the one up top here. So let's get up here and see if we can fight with this guy. I really like this T-Rex. This thing's a beast. I mean, it is an absolute beast. But as you can see, it's pretty smooth. It's not perfect, but it works. It works. And I hope it looked like I got all the stumps. And apparently I had missed that one and missed this one up here. But this one right here you can't even see. So it looked like we had gotten them all, but we had not apparently. So there's one right here somewhere. And I have to fumble around for a minute just to find it because you can't see it at all. And it's like it's just buried under the surface and not visible in any way, shape, or form. So I'm not real sure why. Some of the trees on Lone Oak have been kind of wonky because they were buried in the ground instead of just sitting on top of the ground. Like some of the big trees were buried, which is really strange. So I'm happy that we got it to work out. It seems to be working fine. So there we go. All stumps removed. And I think I had planned on taking this thing back to the trailer. But for now, we're going to stop and we're going to do our landscaping. And I'm just going to go level here. I think that's, yeah, we make it as big as we can. And we just start leveling from field 8. There we go, the flattest area we got. And there we go. If you pay close attention to it, you can see the hill kind of start building on the right side of that bubble. And then, well, sadly, once we get to this side, there you go, you see the red. We ran into some more stumps that were buried. So I just did my best with it, and I smoothed that out. But as you can see, we'll build up a little area on the sides here where it drops off to field 16. Find some more stumps on that side, and then we're going to go smoothing out here. And we just smooth out the best we can. And I think it worked out pretty well, honestly. It feels pretty good driving over it. Feels nice. So there we go. Not worried about the stuff that's already planted. I'm not worried about the ground. We're going to plow all this in anyway. So it's not such a big deal that there's, you know, we're messing up ground or whatever, because we're going to plow all this back in anyway. We'll plow it in, and we're going to put cover crop down, let it grow for a day or two, and then we're going to plow all these fields together. Hopefully. Hopefully nobody hates me for that. But either way, now let's grab this guy and let's head down to those two little trees right here between field 26 and field 16 that need to be gone. And then we have to do some leveling here too, though. I want to get rid of these instead of leaving them, mainly because there's enough room between the trees and the pond, but it just didn't feel like there was enough room between the trees and the pond. You know what I mean? Like there's enough to go around them. I could have left them, but I couldn't have leveled the ground out if I had left them. That would have been the only thing. So. That's the reason I chose to go ahead and take them up. But trees are gone, and we're going to leave the ones on the side that we're looking at over there. We're going to leave those. I contemplated getting them, but those trees have been really funny and have not been friendly to us at all. So, and here we go. We're going to wipe out a bunch of this area here with leveling, or not leveling, smoothing. I'm sorry. We're just going to smooth it all out, and the intensity is set to 3.0 right now, which is pretty heavy. It'll do it pretty quick, so you want to keep moving. And I think I just go all the way around here, and we'll add some grass and stuff back later. There's something I want to finish up around the lake at the very end of the video, which I may not even comment on. I may just do it later. But here we go. We're going to eat into some of the field here, which is fine. And then we'll go back and paint grass back in after I figure out the world border is right here. That is the world border. So there is no more room to go over any further than that. But it's okay. We got plenty of land out here to mess with anyway. So we're going to go up here, and we're just going to make sure all this out here is smoothed out, because a lot of it is not. So we're just going to kind of once over, because it looks fairly smooth, it feels pretty good, but that's not always the case. So we're just going to go up here, and we're going to take out all this. We're going to plow all that in with field 8 and field 16. And there we go. And now, here we go. Last part of the video, I'm taking some of the grass back away. But that is going to do it for me, guys. I appreciate you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, leave a comment. Let me know if you want to see more of these. Go follow me on Twitch. I do stream this on Friday nights with the rest of the gang over there. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good one. check all the links down below. Head on over to dosms.tv to find everything. See you guys later. Have a good one. Later, everybody.